So phase two, I've got the new headlight on the '09 Sportster. That includes a bracket that I had to manufacture, and I will show you that. So I welded up a adapter to fit the new headlight to lamp, the bucket that the LED light goes in is much shorter than the Sportster. The Sportster is about 6 inches long, and it was getting in the way of the clamps because the fairing that I bought is a removable fairing, and I wanted it to be removable just because, well, for one, I don't know if I'm gonna like it on there. I don't know. Supposedly, you can get a lot of head buffeting. And okay, so the new fairing is in TCMT, which is I don't know, it's common on Amazon. It's an Amazon product. I don't know if, it's somebody that sells on Amazon, I think. I don't know if you can buy them off of Amazon, but it is a decent looking fairing. It's a good looking fairing, and it says it fits in 1988 or later LX. I'm here to tell you it did not fit in '09 LX 1200C, the Sportster, so I had to modify it. One, the bucket, the factory headlamp and the mount is too high. It's too high. You would have like half of a low beam in the visible through the hole that they provide in the fairing. So that's one reason I had to build the bracket. So I built a bracket. The second, to lower it. The second reason I built the bracket was I needed to push the lamp out a little bit. I wanted to push it out a little bit so that it would give me more room to put the clamps onto the spring columns on the triple tree. So I had to push the headlight out with the shorter bucket to make room for the removable clamps that mount the fairing. I as well, because again it didn't fit the original headlamp, I also had to cut into the fairing. Looks fine, it looks good. They do provide a horizontal line so you can cut that line straight. I don't know if that's why they do it, but that's what I ended up doing. I ended up cutting at that horizontal line, and that makes plenty of room with the bracket, the new bracket that I built, and the new headlamp. It fits great in there. However, the headlamp fits, but it would be pointing at the ceiling. So I had to build more brackets to push the fairing out to allow the top of the fairing out to allow for, because push the top of the fairing out to allow for the headlamp to actually focus where it needs to be to provide light for the road. Yeah, so that is those are the modifications I had to do in order to make the new fairing and headlamp work. And I'm going to show those to you in the video. So please like and subscribe. This has taken a lot of trial and error and work. Hopefully I can save you some time. Again, this fairing did say that it fit, but it did not fit the factory. It did not fit the factory style of the '09. So I don't know about any other year, but '09, it does not fit without modification. It can be made to work with modification, and that's what I did. I don't know if that there's no warranty with it, but I bought it and then I sat on it for a while. It's not like I could return it to Amazon, so this is what I had to do, basically. And it looks really good, and I'm going to show that to you. The halo is completely in focus. It's a little off center, but it veers to the right, so it's not going to impede any oncoming traffic or anything like that when I have the brights on. This is the first night ride with this fairing. As you can see, there's complete illumination of the road, but there's also a lot of light spill inside the fairing. To be honest, I don't know if that is affecting the night mode on my DJI Action 5 Pro camera. So if you look straight down here, you'll see this stock piece from Harley, this aluminum piece here, is, I don't remember exactly, but it's somewhere around 1 3/4 inches wide. And then the bolt goes through that and it hooks on. You can see this bracket right here, that bracket right there is wide, much wider than this bracket. There are 4 clips in order to attach this to your bike. You want to make sure that the barrel size is the same size as the barrel size on your triple tree. So that's important. Make sure you check that with your manufacturer, what size tubing this is. These do not come with this fairing. You have to order them separate. So don't make that mistake. That'll delay your install. You have to order these separate, these clips. You get 4 of them when you buy them. I'll put a link for that down below. You may be able to tell from the picture, this piece and this piece are part of the fairing kit. This piece I had to create in order to make it fit my triple tree. Otherwise, it was shooting at the airplanes. My light would have been shooting up at the airplanes. It was on there about this angle. So I had to put these extender bars in there and, you know, adjust it and adjust it and adjust it until it's just right to where this headlamp shoots down the road. I don't need to be illuminating planes. I'm not afraid of them. And if they were coming at me, they're usually a 200-mile-an-hour missile. I'm not going to miss them. So, yeah, so this headlight shoots straight down the road. There is a line in here on this piece here that there's a flat line with this. So if you cut it like I did, I cut it on that line and it got me flush. Now, this is pretty simple to put on. These have to go in first, on mine at least, and then these go on. So you have to work these in, and then that enables these to go onto the column. So I'll take this and I'll put it in one side, and then I've got to manipulate it a little bit. And then I'll get the bottom on, and then that top will just go right in. Just buying parts is not customization, okay? When you have to get your drill out, get your welder out, get your hacksaw out, you're making changes to your bike. You're changing the configuration, okay? That is customization. Otherwise, it's modification. If you're buying something strictly off the internet or from your dealer and they put that stuff on there for you, that's modification. It's not customization in my mind. Like I said, I built this tank lift. I built this ignition relocation. I was able to keep my horn. You can't find that on the internet. You cannot keep your horn with what they're selling out there on the internet. Customization, okay? There probably will be things in the future, especially with this fairing. You like to customize your motorcycle. This pertains to that, customization, okay? I don't care what you're riding. You can do the same stuff with just about anything. Make it yours. Don't buy somebody else's stuff and just put it on. Make it yours. Customize. If that's what you like, subscribe. If you like to customize, if you like to modify, you like to customize, you want to build stuff and put it on your bike, that's what this channel is about. Okay, that's what I like to do, and I hope I'm going to be doing more of that stuff here in the future, particularly with this fairing. If you like that kind of stuff, subscribe, like the video, and share this with other riders, guys. And until next time, keep your swerve tight and get out and ride.